Welcome to 818, where truth meets the unknown. Tonight, we travel back to a humid Mississippi night in 1973. Two men, a quiet riverbank, and an encounter that would echo throughout UFO history. This is the story of the Pascagoula Abduction, in their words and in their fear.
The night of October the 11th, 1973. Two men in Mississippi would claim an encounter that defied explanation. His story would ripple through UFO lore for decades. Their words, their fear, cementing their legacy. Charles Hickson, aged 42, and Calvin Parker, then 17, worked together in a shipyard. That evening they drove out to a pier along the Pascagoula River to fish under darkness. A quiet evening, they thought, until something remarkable would interrupt the stillness. At around 8 p.m, a local gas station attendant reported seeing a strange craft hovering low over the river, lights flashing. But Hickson and Parker carried on, casting lines, waiting, and aware that their lives were about to change forever. Later that night, at about 11 p.m, they appeared at the Jackson County Sheriff's Office, shaken. They claimed an ordeal so bizarre that the authorities were skeptical, yet what they reported was precise, terrified, consistent. What Hickson recounted was chilling. As they fished, they heard a humming or whirring sound from behind them. Turning, they say they saw an oval-shaped craft, perhaps 30 to 40 feet in diameter, hovering low. Blue lights flashed. The object glowed, casting an unearthly aura over the riverbank. Then, three creatures appeared, human in shape, yet alien, with crab-like claws. No visible eyes or noses, and a motion that seemed to float rather than walk. Hickson claimed they were levitated aboard the craft. Parker claimed to have blacked out for portions of time. Once aboard, Hickson felt scanned by devices, watched by floating instruments, paralyzed and terrified. Approximately 20 minutes later, without harm, they said they were returned to the same bank that they'd been fishing. Then the craft disappeared into the night sky, leaving no sign of fuel or exhaust. Afterwards, they visited a newspaper office, then walked into the sheriff's station to report what they believed had happened. Sheriff's Captain Glenn Ryder and deputies listened, skeptical. Some even accused Hickson of being intoxicated. Hickson claimed he only drank later to calm his nerves. Officials, hoping to catch inconsistencies, secretly planted a recorder in the interview room. They intended to capture the men alone, unguarded, to see if their stories would crumble under anonymity. What surfaced instead was something far more haunting. The tape recorded frightened, fearful voices, not lies. The full transcript of that hidden recording was never made public, but fragments and summaries have circulated for years. What you're about to hear is a reconstruction based on those available sources. It's not exact, but it's close. Close enough to feel the fear that was caught on tape that night. Hickson, whispering, "You know, Jesus Christ." Parker, soft and shaken, "I know. You hear about something like that, but you can't believe it." Hickson, "Yeah, you hear about it. I know. Parker, "Reckon it's something with the United States right there?" Hickson, No, it couldn't be." Parker, They wouldn't have done it." Hickson, "Not what we've seen. No, not what we've seen. They did something. And the Air Force and all know it's up there too, see? And this ain't gonna be the only thing. And it's gonna happen again. Parker. I sure enough had a heart attack, and I ain't chicken. Hickson. I know. It scared me to death too, son. Parker, near tears. I'm just damn near crying right now. I can't. Hickson. This is something I don't think you ever get over. Jesus Christ, have mercy. Parker. What's so bad about it is nobody believes it. Hickson. I just thought I'd been through enough hell on this earth. Now I have to go through something like this? They could have harmed us, but they didn't. They didn't hurt me. Parker. Reckon why they picked us up though? Hickson whispers. I don't know. Parker. I gotta get home and get to bed. Get some nervous pills or something. See the doctor or something. I can't stand it. I'm about to go all to pieces. Hickson. When we get through with this, I'll get you something to settle you down, so you can get some sleep. The tape is raw, unguarded, terrifying. Under the weight of that recorded fear, the men's consistency was intact. Their voices cracked, but their details did not shift. Media caught wind. UFO researchers, skeptics alike traveled to Mississippi. J. Allen Hynek interviewed the men. Skeptics prodded discrepancies. Polygraph tests were conducted. Timetables and memory gaps scrutinized. Some attackers claimed this story was theatrical performance. Others insisted it was one of the most credible alien encounters ever. Critics like Philip J. Klass pointed to time inconsistencies. Investigator Joe Nichols suggested hallucination or memory distortion. Some argued the witnesses were vulnerable, primed by UFO culture. Others saw government suppression or political pressure. Decades later, the legacy of Pascagoula lives on. A historical marker has been placed near the site. Hickson published UFO Contact at Pascagoula. Parker revisited the experience in a 2008 interview. Parker died in 2023. Hickson passed in 2011. Yet believers still gather, retelling and re-examining what happened that October night in Mississippi.
Whatever happened that night on the Pascagoula River, it left two men changed, and a world still searching for answers. If you enjoyed this episode of 818, follow and share to help keep these mysteries alive. Until next time, keep watching the skies.